Hey my friends, I'm already cyclist. It's Graham Street and you are with me in the Cyclo Club training studio where I produce all of my cycle trainer videos, including the climbing epic. I've got some great tips for you today concerning climbing drills and stabilizing and strengthening your hips on the bike. You know, my last tip that I gave, we were off the bike and I was showing you destabilization principles from climbing epic to help you balance your knee, your hip, and your ankle joints to create more power in the climbs. Well, when you get back on the bike and climbing epic, obviously I've got almost 2 hours of on-the-bike training, and it's very, very specific in different drills and techniques that we go over, two of which are these. First of all, you ever heard of what's called a driver or a float drill? What a float drill is designed to do is to train your brain to initiate more movement from one side as the other side basically comes around for the ride or floats for the ride. So in climbing epic, we'll have multiple drills with a lot of tension into the bike. What that means is a big ring in the front typically, a lot of gear in the back, and sometimes I might even have you weighted through the ankle. The reason for that is to stimulate more muscle tissue through the glutes, hamstrings, hip flexors, and core. A lot of these dormant muscles as opposed to just the quadriceps that a lot of us use. And by getting into a bigger gear and doing float drills, here's what happens. So let's say that my right leg is the driving leg. That means that my brain is really focused right now on creating a good perfect circle all the way around as the left leg's taking a break. What the most important part here is with a float or drive drill is initiating the movement, okay? Pay attention to me. You ever watch like a track star, like the velodrome riders? Watch how much power these guys and girls have on the track. What it comes down to is not just how much strength and power they can produce, but how much balance they have left and right. If you're off balance left and right and you hit the hills with a strong rider, you're going to be off the back because one of your legs and hips is trying to catch up to the power of your dominant leg. So to remedy that in climbing epic and other workouts I have, we do initiation float drills. So let's say my right leg wants to be the driver leg. I'm going to come around the pedal stroke really slow, right? Right about when I hit the 11 o'clock position, right about here, look at my foot. I'm not dropped ankle. I'm slightly elevated. I'm locking out the ankle joint and I'm pushing through the hip and then scraping underneath immediately, creating all that drive with the right leg only. Training the hip to work together with the knee joint and the ankle. I'll come to a slow. And now I'm going to get ready to shift all my attention, my neurons, all my brainstem towards the left side. Ready? Initiate movement. And I'm going to try to keep my body from torquing. Right? And by doing that, I force my core, hip flexors, and my trunk to engage, to squeeze into what's called the transverse plane. That girdle that holds us nice and tight. So when you watch a solid climber, they have good lead out with both left and right. So if someone accelerates in front of me and I've got my left leg coming around at that millisecond, I've got enough power to generate through and speed up for the climb. If I have a weak side, most people are going to get caught out. You're going to be off the back of the climb right away and relying too much on your dominant leg to try to catch up that power. Excuse me, one of the reasons in climbing epic why the workout works so well is we work on both left side, right side strength. And then we begin to build more tension. Seated, duck and water like movements. Watch my ankle. I'm not dropping heel. Watch drop heel like this. A lot of momentum loss. Keep the ankle stiff. About 15-degree down angle. So whether I'm seated or I'm standing aggressively, I'm always driving through the hip and never allowing myself to lose momentum. And when you're doing that back and forth, both sides, you're going to gain a lot more strength than you ever have before. If you don't have climbing epic yet, I've only got a couple left on DVD. If you have it, use it once every 10 days. Every 10 days inside, whether you want to use a half of it or the whole thing. We're going to go over so much material and so much great training that when you get back out on the bike for your hills, your riding buddy is going to be absolutely floored with how much stronger you are. I'll see you with a smile on your face in the club, my friend. You have a great day.